Hi Gemini, and welcome to your TarotVideoScope for August 2016 by Amma. This will be a general reading, therefore please make sure that you do watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. If you'd like to schedule a private consultation with me, please reach out to me through my website, amalightworker.com, or through my email, amalightworker@gmail.com. And I will be posting a continuation of this reading down in the link below for download and purchase through Vimeo. Thank you for that. Again, if you are interested to hear more about the predictions for each sign of the zodiac for this month of August, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. By subscribing, you allow me to get messages for you as well. Without further ado, let's continue with your reading. And the general feelings that I am picking up for Gemini in this month of August 2016, they have a lot to do with positive outcome to something, new beginnings, new love, having fun and joy, reconnecting with some people from the past, and something that involves traveling or your higher learning and education and other family matters or property matters that could be resolving. Let's break it down one by one. In the position representing you, you have the Three of Cups. So this is the card right here, if you can see. So the Three of Cups, to me, it is a card that it means joy, celebration, celebratory conclusion to something, two or three sisters coming together in celebration, or two or three close friends. So it means plenty of reasons for you to be joyful, or at least one reason to experience this joyful feeling. It could also denote new beginning. It could also denote a new birth or a birth of a child or an idea. And because this is a general reading, for the purpose of this general reading, because this may not make sense to everybody, I'm also going to say that the other meaning of the Three of Cups is a new opportunity to follow your passion in life. If you allow me to focus, so this way I can also see what other messages psychically I am picking up through the Three of Cups. I keep getting that for many of you, you are celebrating something new that has to do with purchasing of a new property, a new home, or a new business. This could be yours, or you could be invited to attend the reopening or the celebration of a business, or someone purchased a home, and this is the celebratory event in relation to celebrating this new home. I definitely keep getting important contracts being signed around it. So maybe not everybody is going to attend the party now, but definitely there's going to be hooray and cheers to each other, because some important paperwork will be signed in relation to a home or a property. I also keep getting something new in relation to a new relationship or to a new love. For some of you, not for all of you, I also keep getting that you are going to overcome some important misunderstandings between you and your love partner, and maybe at some point, maybe in the recent months, you were questioning whether this relationship will survive the turmoil or not. So for some of you, this could be that now you are finding a common agreement with your love partner. You have a common ground, so you kind of leaving behind you most of these disagreements, or closing the door on some troubles that led you and your partner to have some disagreements. Through the Three of Cups, I also keep getting a lot of traveling. I am picking up on traveling, especially in the Mediterranean area or throughout Europe. I am picking up a lot of universal news or hearing news first in relation to some countries in Europe, and I also traveling through them. I keep getting like Italy, France, Spain, Greece. It seems to me like a lot of you are planning to go on a vacation in these countries, or maybe you have friends and relatives in these parts, and maybe you are reconnecting and hearing news from them. You could also be someone that is expanding your business if you have an online business, or whatever tradings and commerce you could be doing. It's very European oriented, so you could be finding some success in dealing with this part of the globe. And somehow, even though Mexico is not part of Europe, I am also picking up on a very Mexican feel or a Mexican tune to any contracts being signed or renegotiating contract. There's going to be something important being signed, or some political new developments that you could hear between your country and Mexico, some sort of a collaboration, whatever that is. This comes up to me as a very general, universal prediction. So it may not be at a personal level for you, but I do pick somehow also taking an interest in like maybe salsa dancing or Latin music or something, some sort of a music or food that it has this very Mexican feel to it. It could also be a new love partner for some of you. Let's move on to the next card. In the position of what could be crossing you, you have the Magician, and the Magician is again a wonderful card to have. It denotes again brand new beginnings, new opportunity to use your talents and your abilities. It denotes love urges. It denotes finance and the future. This is the manifestation card. What you think about, you bring about. And this also means that the universe will provide you with everything that you need in order for you to have a wish fulfillment or to reach an important goal or an important settlement. You will be presented with the right timing issues, the right people, any money or finances that you need to achieve this goal. So don't be surprised if some of you have some opportunities showing up out of nowhere. And I am again picking up in expanding your craft, expanding your career, your work or your career taking a shift and a turn for the better. If you are someone that is a presenter, a teacher, a performer, someone that deals with the public or maybe public relations, I am getting that you are going to be celebrating some sort of a success because your work will be well received by most people, or it will be well received by people of importance, authority figures that have some saying in promoting you or to help to advertise on your behalf. Some of you could also be presented with new ways or choices if you want to take on more responsibility. This way, you could be presented with a chance for you to get a raise or a promotion in the making. But definitely this is talking now and discussing now chances and opportunities for you to be promoted in the short or in the short distance future, so to speak. And the Magician also comes up to me because I am picking up a lot of some new developments in relation to your finances. I am picking up that money goes around and now it's coming back to reward you, and it does feel to me like an investment of some sort. So if you are someone that invested money, maybe you invested your money in your education, maybe you invested money in a business or in a business venture or even in a property. I keep getting that after going through different hands or different venues, different transactions or different people, I am picking up in this money coming back to you, and also extra, so being rewarded in something that has to do with your finances. This could be that some of you, maybe you lended money to others and now you can see this money coming back to you, and also maybe some sort of an interest or something more from what you originally invested or from what you originally were hoping for. I am getting a sense that also someone in the family, someone with whom you share your financial resources with, their finances are also getting a boost. So some of you could be also benefiting through another family member, a spouse or a child. They're getting a financial boost, so somehow you are benefiting from it. They are helping you, or they are buying you gifts with this money. Some of you could be having a little luck when it comes to prices or little stuff that you could be winning. I am not picking up in a lot of money or in large sums of money or large prices, but definitely there's going to be some Geminis that are going to have like a small windfalls in winning like little prizes or little rewards. Some of you could be also be preparing to attend some sort of a reward celebration, reward shows, and this could also might as well be your own success. I am also picking up in something that has to do with something that you did in the past, and that could be anything. If you are someone that worked on a project on the past, worked on a book, maybe you worked on some research that could have be on anything, scientific research, journaling and going through journals and data or data collection kind of research, I am picking up that this project now comes to a conclusion, and this is a ceremony when you are rewarded with some sort of a recognition from others for this hard work that you did put in this project. In the next card that you have the Five of Swords, and it does fall in the position of what's above you. And the meaning of the Five of Swords is drawing a line in the sand, standing up, standing up for yourself, protect your territory. It also denotes to me competitions of importance, clearly defeating others, but be careful of overconfidence. It also comes with an advice. It means don't rush into anything. So if this doesn't make sense to you, because this is a general reading, not everyone has to deal with competition of importance or even with matters of having to stand up for yourself. So the advice is that everybody can relate to this is don't rush into anything, but carefully examine everything. And it also means sometimes, not always, sometimes for me is you having to let go of some connections or some attachments that you have with some people in order for success to come in. And I do feel strongly that this Five of Swords is bringing a big question for you. I do feel like re-examining your friendships, re-examining work relationships. I am picking up in a lot of work related dilemma, and also I am picking up in questioning the purpose of a relationship with a friend, a love relationship with someone, the purpose of a marriage, or even what's the purpose of me being in my current job position, and how I can change this to something better. I do pick up that many of you are looking for new ways for you to grow or to mature, whether it is to mature through a relationship or to mature through your work, through the experience that you have accumulated through your work. Many of you will have this question mark in relation to your independence. What makes you feel more independent? Whether it is with your work, you may be getting some ideas on being your own boss and maybe have to create your own wealth, having your own business, or you could be talking and having this important discussion with someone that you feel that this other person is somehow making you feel limited or is taking away your freedom. This could be a friend that is very totally dependent on you, or kind of like a symbiosis type of a relationship. And this could also be for some of you a love partner or a spouse, when you need to talk about that it's okay for you sometime to having to spend some time alone. You need to satisfy this need, and that's how you replenish, by having like an hour a day or sometime in a week when you really can have some quiet and peace to replenish your energy. Another thing that I am picking up to the Five of Swords, I am picking up in some sort of a legal battle or anything that has to do with the law, the rules, and the regulation, and how some people choose to use these laws and these regulations in their behalf, therefore taking away from everybody else's sense of justice and balance. And maybe you have to deal with some issues of injustice in a workspace or in relation to an important document being signed, to an important contract. I am picking up in some sort of a renegotiation, and don't give up without a fight, because a balance and a resolution is very much possible. Some of you could be dealing with some matters involving overseas travel, overseas business, or especially if you have family that lives overseas. The next card that you have is the Strength, or as I like to call it, the Courage card, and it does fall in the position of what's the root cause of this. The meaning of the Strength is having physical strength and mental strength to overcome adversity and also over the material world. Having the courage and the strength to reach important goals, to get your power back, to reach a settlement, a legal matter, or in relation to your income. And I do feel that for many of you, I do feel like again you may have to open an old conversation with someone, or going over an old issue that has to do with your finances, how your finances are coming in, how you spend your money, or anything else that has to do with a financial issue. Some of you, maybe you have to deal again with an old business partner. Maybe you own something together, or maybe you owned a house or a property together, not necessarily a business, and some issues and important discussions are going to take place in relation to that. It's mostly about the fair share of the money that you're getting from this property or from this business for some of you. And let me see what else is the Courage card telling me. I do feel that this is the time for you, Gemini, that you need to leave your fear behind you. For some of you is the fear of confrontation that is making you feel stuck and stagnating, and making you feel like you are trapped in a situation and you have to deal with everybody and not say anything. So it is your fear or the way you are perceiving a situation that is generating this fear for you. Therefore, some of you do feel like you don't have everything that it takes to reach this important goal, to reach this important settlements, or to resolve this dilemma and this issue. But I also am picking up that maybe toward the beginning of the month, it could be at any point of the month, but I feel really strongly that something would happen at the beginning of the month when you may not have too much choice, but having to really find your courage and confront this other person, having that important discussion, and letting them know exactly how you feel, or how you feel that they did you wrong, or a situation wronged you. So I do feel a little bit that many of you will take matters into their own hands. You could be also starting some legal proceedings for some of you. So some of you could be starting some sort of a legal procedure, maybe a lawsuit, or definitely filling up some very important documents. And they do feel to me like I have this strong feeling that many of this paperwork will be related to an injustice in the work environment, in your department, something like that. So you could be taking like a legal stand to it. I am picking up also in some important paperwork that has to do with purchasing something, maybe like a luxury home or a bigger home, something that has to do with buying land or buying property. The next card that you have the Empress, and it does fall in the position of the near past. And the Empress to me denotes, let me show you the card better from up close, and the Empress to me denotes this is one of your female spirit guides. She could be a mother to you, a mother figure, a great-grandmother, an aunt, a great-great-aunt, a teacher, or a mentor who is part of your spiritual family. You may not necessarily have met them in this lifetime, but definitely they are part of your spiritual family. That means that in a past lifetime, you were in the same family. And they are now showing up in your reading to give you an important warning or an important advice. And the other meaning of the card has to do with abundance, matters of self-expression, emotions, socializing, long and short distance travel, and sometimes it also denotes pregnancy. So let me focus, let me see what important messages this Empress has for you. I am picking up on a lot of praise coming to you, words of support. I keep hearing in the back of my mind like someone is singing grace to you, words of appreciation. I do feel like you are surrounded by a team of angels, spirit guides. There is a sense that many of you are opening the doors to your own spirituality and your own spiritual awakening. You are going to have, or maybe recently you had, some sort of a mystical experience when you felt like this miracle happening for you. Now, for some of you, it could be in relation to a child being conceived or a child being born, and that's how you felt this greater love of the divine or the universe. So that's how you got this feeling of this intense love, almost like mystical sensation, or a reawakening of all sorts of emotions, love emotions, and hope for your future. I am also picking up that whatever you did in the past, this is now time for you to be rewarded. And they are referring to anything that had to do with your own personal development. You went through a process, you went through some challenges when life and circumstance really tested you. And you had a choice whether to bring forward the best of yourself, keep your head high, and still continue with this road, Or you had the other choice to give up, lose faith, lose trust, and basically just not to fight anymore. It does seem to me like many of you chose the roads of optimism and keep on fighting and keep on going and bringing nevertheless the best of you forward. And that's how your soul matures. That's how internally you had these shifts. You had to figure out exactly what is not working for you, exactly what in your life, whether it is work or family life or love life, what wasn't fulfilling you anymore, and what you had to do to find new ways to fulfill yourself in a career sense, or to fulfill yourself and to feel more appreciated by family, or even within a given love relationship. And they're saying that many of you are now going to see the results of everything, every little sacrifice that you have had to make for others. Now you are going to be rewarded for that. I keep getting that. For many of you, it's going to be some sort of a surprise travel as a form of reward, or this could be somebody surprising you with a surprise trip. Benevolent people are going to enter your life, and definitely someone that you helped in the past, someone that you used to be connected in the past, they could re-enter your life. You could be the one hosting a little gathering, or maybe hosting someone for a couple of days or for a couple of weeks. The next card that you have in the position of the near future, you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the card that to me denotes waiting. It's also associated with the higher learning, higher education. It's associated with trade, finance, negotiations, public activities, public life, or public relations. The High Priestess knows the good and the bad, and therefore she's able to make a decision without being influenced. So she's very fair in her judgment. This could be that this High Priestess is counseling you and helping you to make a decision, or this could also be that other people will come to you so you can help them to sort out their situation, or they are coming to you for some insight and some advice. But it also means this High Priestess could be a teacher or a mentor that is showing up for you. And if you allow me to concentrate, I may be able to get some more psychic messages in relation to this High Priestess. She feels to me like she's entering your life in the form of a teacher or a mentor to kind of fix the energies around you. I do feel like she's a very wise woman, but because this is general reading, I'm going to say that for some of you, it could be a man. They are saying that whether you choose to attend a spiritual retreat or some sort of an activity that is like yoga or meditation, or if you choose to go for any kind of readings, I am picking up that some of you will choose to do so, and this is how this advice comes to you. But I'm also picking up, they're saying that even if you don't attend any workshops, spiritual retreats, if you don't do anything spiritual, I am picking up that random people are going, you're going to have random conversations with people that somehow they are going to specifically answer to the questions and the dilemma that you had in your mind. And there's going to be like intuitive kind of connections, because they may not even know your situation. They're just saying stuff without knowing that you are actually questioning that in your mind. Many of you will be having ideas and chances and possibilities to attend some very well-known colleges. So I am picking up in all the matters that having to do with applications, financial aid, preparing to attend this university, buying like school supplies, checking out dorms. I am picking up all this vibe that has to do with going back to a college or to a university, attending important classes. Some of you may also change maybe their major, or at the very last moment you could be changing the classes that you wanted to take. So something is going to happen at the last moment, because I do see either changing the time of the class that you wanted to attend, or changing the subject of the classes that you wanted to attend for many of you. I am also picking up in kind of a feng shui kind of vibe from this high priestess. You could be consulting with someone that does energy work or feng shui. You could be the one doing that yourself in your house, or you could be hiring a professional that could do that. But definitely, for one reason or the other, the energy in the workplace is changing for you. The energy in the house where you live is changing for you, because I keep getting some improvements. That could also mean that maybe you are doing some renovations and work done around the house, and that's how energy is changing. But just in general, I am picking up like just opening the doors and leaving the doors and the windows open for like 5 minutes. I do keep getting like new energy entering your house. If anything was making you feel uncomfortable, or you had some sort of a problem with something in the house, now I keep seeing that you are fixing that problem, you are taking care of that, because definitely you feel more at home and more comfortable. And many of you will receive a final decision from a judge or from a legal case, something that comes to you through a court procedure. And I do feel that you already started this procedure, so now you may hear the final decision. And for many of you, it could also be a written notice, or a written notification about it, instead of being in the courtroom and hearing the judge say that a decision in front of you. So it could be something that you hear after the fact, or you could be receiving some sort of written notification. And it does seem to me like something important, an important settlement, some sort of an achievement on your part. You could also be presented with a possibility here to be a teacher, or to teach in a university somehow. Let's move on to your Akashic messages for August. So I already opened your Akashic records, and I did keep notes of everything, all the information that the Lord of the Akashic records downloaded on me. So let's move on. They said that, Gemini, your time has arrived. Your time has arrived to dissolve any relationships or any contracts and agreements of the past that are holding you back and blocking your success for the time being. This will be different relationships for different Geminis. This could be for some of you relationships of love, friendships, business partnerships, online communication based friendships for some of you. Your karma is setting you free from your old karmic agreements you made in the past or in past lifetimes. You did your part in these karmic agreements, and now you will feel free and liberated from it. Many of you will get a new perspective on spirituality, your spiritual path, how to enlighten your soul. Your guides will lead you to follow their journey, as many of you will have at least one new beginning, a fresh new start in life. New love relationships will begin for some of you Geminis. Your new love partner may be someone that you agreed to meet in this lifetime, and it is a mutual agreement between you and this other soul, and you agreed to meet prior to being descended on earth, to being reincarnated on this lifetime. And for many of you, this will be a successful relationship, and you will feel, in general, Geminis will feel like you are now attracting more mature and more wise souls, that love flows easily. Love doesn't feel so hard or this complicated. Opportunities will be granted to existing marriages or to existing relationships to have a fresh start, to a better understanding with each other. The advice is, in this case, if you are in a marriage or in a relationship, the advice is be sympathetic toward one another. Many job opportunities or important new partnerships in business or partnerships in career are in the making for you, Gemini, even though you may not see the evidence of it just yet in August, but shortly thereafter. If you find yourself suddenly having to look for a job or having to look for a new job, this is happening because from a karmic point of view, there is a better job or a better profession for you. So don't be surprised if something happens in a work situation, because you're meant to be doing something else or something better. If you are entitled to something, but so far you weren't allowed to receive this privilege, now that title that belongs to you will return to you. This means having to resolve family issues, inheritance matters, legal matters, immigration matters, business matters, or ownership matters of some sort. Some of you could be conceiving twins in the next 3 months, or maybe you already had twins, most likely in the last 12 months. And this kind of energy, when the universe is bringing you twins, is still going to keep on going for the next 3 months. Geminis are now, or Geminis that are coming now, the new babies that are born now, they are coming into, they're coming together with their twin soul or with their twin flames. So this may not necessarily mean that they're all coming in twins. That means that when they are born, there's also going to be another baby born at the same time with whom they're meant to have this soul karmic connection. And they also said that your wealth and your financial prosperity could grow through family connections and family channels. I got images of Geminis buying more shoes that were more appropriate to the recent activities that you are doing. Maybe new shoes that are more of an exercise or running shoes that are meant to have a certain kind of dance, like dance shoes. Maybe you have a new job and now you need to buy new jobs that would reflect this new job position. Or maybe you're dating, it's a new relationship, and you just choose to buy new shoes. You will hit a low point in August, and that could last for you, Gemini, between 3 to 7 days. But then after that, they said, there's going to be hope and prosperity and joy. It's like you are going to be overcome with joy and more hope and more prosperity. Trust your fate and trust your stars that you will be okay no matter what. So these were your Akashic messages for the month. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please remember to subscribe, so this way I get messages for you as well. Click in the link below if you are interested to hear a continuation of this reading, and contact me for our private consultation at amalightworker.com or amalightworker@gmail.com. Thank you and have a great month. Bye.